Well, folks, I got skunked so badly by a digger girl, and also, didn't find a whole lot last time. So I'm out trying to find something I can feel good about. It's been a real slow month here for me. Had a couple of great finds earlier on, and it just kind of cut out. But this happens in the hobby, and you just got to get through it and on to the next find. So let's see what I find today. Well, they say that iron and everything reads better. All targets read better when there's been some moisture. There's been a lot of moisture here. That's a wide-bladed grubbing hoe from 1.5 to 2 feet down below plow depth. And it's true, you get more targets, but you also get iron sounds better too. So I like both dry ground detecting and also wet detecting. All right, I'm out of breath. All right, on to the next. Well, folks, I am pursuing a lead that the property owner said his grandmother, he's pretty old, said that back around the turn of the century there were a couple of houses. I don't see them on any maps. I don't know what I'm going to find. I had to drive through a bunch of stuff that I really needed a tractor to get through, and now I've reached an impasse, so I'm just going to park and walk the last 3/4 of a mile because the road looks like this, and ain't no way I'm getting through that. Yeah, we'll see what I find. Well, folks, I'm not even to where the house site is, which is way back in there. But I just walked up on a coin, and it looks nickel sized. My detector's off. I'm just walking briskly. It looks like some rain clouds, and if it rains here, I will never get out of here alive. I'll have to be towed out of here, drug out of here with a tractor. But it's nickel size, and it looks like, well, let's play the nickel guessing game. Nickel guessing game. I think it's a buffalo. I really do. Yep, sure is. Almost positive. Pretty cool. Just walk up on the coin, sitting in the mud. All right, let's get over to these houses. Well, if they exist. Well, folks, it's gotten a little overcast. It has me worried about all kinds of rain and stuff. I'm looking around here and I'm seeing some little signs of some iron and iron nails and stuff. So I also saw this, which is a piece of just plain white pottery. So, oh, that's stoneware. Cool. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm probably getting close here, and what the owner told me was probably an accurate recollection from a century ago. I'm gonna keep walking this way and see if I can see how big the site is. I'd like to see more colored pottery, vibrant colors and so forth, but this stuff is ironstone stuff, and the stoneware is pretty common for turn of the century sites, so we'll see. Well, folks, I'm seeing signs of brick, little brick chunks and some pottery pieces. I look over here, I'm seeing oyster shells, and there's a pottery piece over there too. So I think we're getting into it. I hope it's old. I did see a little bit of clear glass. It's not a deal breaker, but if it's not aqua, I don't know. I might have to walk on to the next spot that he said was there. But the good news is, if he said one was here and it's here, then if he said that there were a couple houses in this area, maybe there'll be something old here. So I'm going to swing around a little bit. I'll be right back. So I've got pieces of old white lead. I've got did find a aluminum button, so that's not great. 1920s or teens or later. But there is some black glass in here, some wine bottle glass, some other stuff. So I think that the site goes earlier. I'm excited by, a new spot. Let's keep going. Well, got another tire valve. I've divided up my time here so that I'm spending about equal time. He said there were 3 houses. They were all in a row with some space in between them, according to his grandmother. So let's see. Keep digging. Well, I just dug a piece, most of, a hot comb, so that those are such telling relics. Okay, great. Keep digging. Well, got a piece of a clock pendulum. So that's a little bit of a nicer item. All right, back at it. This is a second house site, by the way. First house site was pretty thin, and so we're gonna see what's here. Well, folks, this site has been a little more affluent than the other one. I dug a piece of a cufflink and some other stuff. There's a little bit of pottery that has some patterns on it. I just got my first coin in this second site. It's a small cent. Let's hope it's an IHC. All right. And it might be. Heck yeah, it is. All right. That's great. Front is not so good, 18 something. Great, I am happy about that. It's already drying up and hard to read. Wow, cool. Well, folks, I just must be in the coin bearing area because these were in pockets with coins. That is a 1930s tax token, and those are great signs that there's going to be some more coins to come. All right, cool. Hey everybody, it's time for everyone's favorite game, rabbit poop or musket ball. What do you think it is? Rabbit poop, musket ball. Ooh, it's rabbit poop. Well, they say never leave treasure to find more treasure, but this site is a little slow, the second site, so I'm gonna go. I've run out of my time allotment here. I'm gonna go find the third site, and then if it's a bust, I'll come back here, and if it's good, I'll stay. So we'll see what this will bring. Well, folks, I burned a good bit of time hunting for this, but now I hear the sweet sound of nails, and so that tells me that I'm on the third site. If I don't explore this one appropriately before dark, I got a 45-minute walk back, and I got low cell phone battery, so I don't want to do it across neck-breaking ground in the dark, but I'm gonna do as much as I can maybe in the next hour and get a good start, and we'll see what I find. Well, folks, it's getting dark. This site is full of trash, and not as old as this middle site, but I just found a bead, a little tiny glass bead. Nice. That's probably going to be my best find from here. All right, back digging. Hey folks, it's time for your favorite game, rabbit poop or musket ball. What do you think it is? That's a musket ball. I don't know what that is. Eaten up store token, perhaps. Flat button, perhaps. I don't know. Cool. Keep digging. Well, folks, it's getting dark. I am back at the truck right now. It's been a long hike back. I am beat. You know, no amount of research is any substitute for boots on the ground. So I definitely had some boots on the ground today. Sometimes it pays off big time, sometimes it doesn't. We'll be back at it next time. Stay tuned for the finds wrap up. Hey everybody, good morning. It's Shang-a-Lang. You see his shadow right there. Hey, that's Shang-a-Lang and me.
Haven't been in a video in a while.
Yeah, that's him in a video.
There's my shovel.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his silly face. Yeah,
look at my machine out there. I just dug a silver nickel.
Yeah, we can play the nickel guessing game, but we don't need to play the nickel guessing game. 24? Guessing game. Let's see what year it is, man. Heck yeah, he already on the silver this year. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Look at that, 1943. What kind of mint mark we got here?
Is this pewter, man?
Yeah, that's some pewter and a pack rivet.
A little pewter and
yeah,
a little piece of wire.
Yeah, look at that. I can't see that. Maybe it's a D. I think it's a D. 43D.
I should have got breakfast at a donut place because I got a donut.
He got an iron donut.
It cracked my tooth, so
look,
it wasn't
yeah,
fresh.
He caught and released that donut, but look,
no.
good God, look, but that's a 43 double D.
Yeah, a double D.
Yeah, it's
What
a
does that
double
mean?
D. Yeah, it means it's bigger than a single D. All right, we'll be back. Hey, this is Shangalang's find, and you all know what that is. It must be a Bennington marble. That's what I'm thinking it is. It's got a little hole there where it was touching something else. It's touching another marble. That's a pretty big size.
It's like the planet Earth.
Yeah, it
Unless
is.
you're a flat earther.
It's a little blue marble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
It looks like I'm looking at Earth from outer space.
Yeah. There, take your earth.
I got the whole world in my hand.
In his hand, he got the whole darn world. In his hand.
Got the big old blue ball.
Hey everybody, it's time for the finds wrap up. On this board I put everything, totally everything that I dug, because I had room to, and it gives you a sense of how much junk I dig in relationship to keeper targets. And some of these targets over here I may not actually keep, as it turns out. But here we have all the junk from the first spot, which was a total bust. A couple of copper pieces. All that's going to be recycling. The sieve, the brass colander or whatever, all this utility stuff, some lead-headed nails. Got some crosser buttons there, including one that has a rim that's been painted. I think that this mystery thing has got a little bit of a groove there, so I think that's probably a foot off of something, some sort of desk or piece of furniture. Then this interesting hasp of some sort. I don't know what that's from. I got an earring. It's not very old. And that forking thing. And I got 4 wheat cents. They date from the 20s to the 40s. And so that was kind of a bust on that site. And then, you know, the long walk, when I was looking for the other sites, basically the spots had never been touched, you know, but it just wasn't a whole lot there. Now I'm sure that I could probably go back and find something later on, maybe after a good plow, maybe when I was less tired from walking miles. But there were lots of, you know, really nice brass targets. I don't know what that's from, maybe from a watering can or extruder for sausage. I have no idea what that's from, but that was a very good target. Lots of heavy pieces of junk like that, and that's a solid piece of brass. Lots of tire valves, so you got the Schrader valve stem and the tire valves. I'm sure there's some valve covers there somewhere in the junk. Some pieces of old lead, pack rivet. Then I got a piece of a harmonica. This piece, which is of course a clock pendulum. Don't see too many of those. I don't dig very many of those, so that's kind of cool. This piece, you can tell it's got a wing design there. That's a piece of pot metal, but I think that what that may be is maybe some wings from a motometer. It would have been attached on the radiator like that. Folks don't realize this, but the radiator temperature gauge was on the radiator. It wasn't in the cab, wasn't on the dash in the early days. So the motometer was the way to keep your engine from overheating, by being able to watch the engine temperature, the radiator temperature, you know, on the hood. Anyhow, here's a hot comb and some other things. I don't know what that is. That might be, I have no idea what that is. I'll have to research that. Musket ball, some buttons, a tax token, buffalo, Indian head cent, all eaten up, and that's probably a trade token, good for token, local one that's also eaten up. So those were the meager finds. I figure it was worth a shot. It's always worth a shot to find a new spot, and yeah, just didn't happen to work out this time. Catch y'all in the next episode.